Hi everybody, welcome back to Small Caliber Arms Review. I'm Richard, and today we're going to be taking a look at another box from Taurus. And this is a big old box here. Let's get this thing, open it up, and see what's inside it. Open it up. Inside here we've got paperwork, more paperwork, more paperwork, the owner's manual, and inside this plastic bag here is one great big handgun from Taurus. This is the Taurus Raging Hunter, and this one is chambered in .460 Smith Wesson MAGNUM. Let's get some stuff out of the way. All right, that is one big massive handgun right there. This is the Taurus Raging Hunter, and like I said, this one is chambered in .460 Smith Wesson MAGNUM. It is available in .357 Magnum, .44 Magnum, .454 Casull, and the .460 Smith Wesson MAGNUM. And I think this is the biggest handgun that Taurus makes, the largest caliber. And yes, it is still considered small caliber because it's 50 or less. Anything above 50 is considered large caliber. So this is a 5-shot revolver. It's got a little protector over top of the rear sight. The rear sight is fully adjustable for windage and elevation. Your front sight is fixed. It's got this barrel shroud over a stainless barrel, I believe it is, and it is ported in there to keep some of that muzzle flip down under recoil. It does have two massive locking lugs on here, cylinder locks, just like it did in the Taurus Raging Judge. But this one is only chambered in .460 Smith & Wesson. Now, I have seen videos where people have taken this gun and shot .454 Casulls in it, and 45 Colts, and 45 or .410 shotgun shells. But Taurus only recommends firing the .460 Smith & Wesson MAGNUM in this gun. Even though the other ones will fit, there are case dimensions that are different between the, say, the .454 Casull and the .460 Smith & Wesson MAGNUM. Now, the .460 Smith & Wesson MAGNUM rounds, these are a 200 grain FTX. These are a hunting round, and this is a hunting gun, and that is one big bullet right there. Slides right down in the cylinder there, and it's just a really big round. Now compare it to a 45 or a .410 shotgun shell. The length is the same, and like I said, it will fit. Well, no, it won't fit. The rim won't quite go down in there. But the, let's see if I've got a, there's a 45 Colt. That will fit in there. Now, the gun is capable of handling the pressure from the 45 Colt, which is actually pretty minor compared to the .460 Smith & Wesson. But like I said, the case dimensions are a little bit different, so they don't recommend firing anything other than the .460 in there. I don't think I have a, I do not have a .454 Casull round in here, but I do have some .460s. It is a pretty gun. It's available in several different barrel lengths too. The owner's manual will say in there that it's available in a 14, a 10.5, a 8 3/8, and a 6 3/4, which is what this one is, and a 5 1/8. Now, depending on your state, there may be laws to the barrel length if you're going to use it for hunting. This one is legal for hunting in Ohio, so that's why I got this one right here, because it is an option for hunting. That's just one big massive gun. I mean, that thing is huge. And we're going to get this thing out on the range and do a few shots with it. Now, you can mount a scope on top of there. It does have the picatinny rail on top of it. And like I said, it is a hunting handgun, so that's what it's for, is to mount a scope on there. Now, I do not have a scope for this because if you've ever priced scopes for handguns, they're pretty pricey. And there's not a whole lot of manufacturers out there that make handgun scopes. It is double action or single action. And if you're going to hunt, you're probably going to want to hunt single action anyways, just so you don't have to, you know, try to keep it nice and steady when you're taking a shot on a whitetail from 50 yards out or whatever. So I would recommend hunting to, you know, shoot it single action. Big gun, big pretty gun on it and everything. We're going to see if this porting does any good to keep that muzzle flip down. And I'm going to get it cleaned up and oiled up a little bit before I take it out on the range, because I just want to make sure there's no factory debris in this thing. I have not shot it yet, so it's going to be a surprise for both of us. All right, everybody, we're out here in the saloon with the Taurus Raging Hunter. Now, a few of the things I might have forgot to mention on it is I think the 460 is new for 2021, and the Raging Hunter series was named the American Hunting Handgun of the Year in 2019. This one is a 6 3/4 inch barrel. It weighs 54 ounces empty, so it's got some heft to it. And in the owner's manual, it lists several different barrel lengths. One of them I think is 14 inch, but on their website it only lists a 5.12, the 6.75, and an 8.37. A 6.75 is the minimum barrel length that I can have for hunting in Ohio, so this would be a good choice for it. Of course, the longer barrel would give me a little more velocity and probably be a little bit better at farther distance, but you're not going to want to take 200-yard shots with this thing anyways. I don't know what the ballistics say, what the drop is going to be, but we're going to give it some shots here at 10 yards from the Caldwell Matrix, broke down in its pistol configuration, and I've got one of these little dirty bird splattering targets from Birchwood Casey up there, and we're going to give it a try with that to see how it does. And then I got a watermelon sitting out there. We're going to see what these Hornady ammunition hunting rounds are going to do to that watermelon. To load this thing up, like I said, it's got the 2 locking lugs on it, and you're just going to flip the back one forward while pulling the front one down, and then tip the cylinder out, and then take your 5 rounds. It is only a 5-round cylinder, and we're going to load these things in there and give it some shots at the 10-yard first, just to see how it does for accuracy. Maybe adjust the sights if it needs it a little bit, but we're going to give it a try and see how it does. It does have a transfer bar safety on it, so once you've got the rounds loaded up in there, when you cock the hammer, the transfer bar safety is going to go up, which is behind the cylinder there, and I'm not going to do it now that I've got it loaded, but that transfer bar safety will only stay up if you've got the trigger pulled back. So if you don't have the trigger pulled and the hammer was to fall for whatever reason, it's not going to hit the firing pin, send it into the round. Go ahead and get it closed up, and it's ready to go. Now, I can assure you, you are going to want hearing protection while firing this thing, because with it being such a big round and such a short barrel and a revolver, it's going to be loud. So we've got the glasses on, we've got the hearing protection on, got the target set up there, and we're going to give this thing a shot. I'm going to try not to flinch or bust myself in the forehead with it. Going to fire it in single action, 10 yards, see what it does. Yeah, that is a big boom right there. A little bit low. Let's try it again. Not sure where that one hit. Let's try it one more time. Man, this thing has got a kick to it, and I'm even holding it down in the rest there. Let's try a couple more. And one more, and this will be the 5th shot. Whew. Yeah, that thing's got a kick. It even made my elbow come up off the table and smack back down on there. To unload this thing, piece of cake, my favorite, revolvers. Just tip it up and pop them out. They're nice and warm too. Nice gun. A lot of kick. We're going to try some offhand shots at a watermelon. All right, loading it up again is nice and easy. Just drop them right down in there. Now I got 5 rounds in there and only 1 watermelon up there, so hopefully I can do it in 1 shot. So we're going to do it single action with the first shot. Okay, here we go. Ah, splatter with watermelon. Nice. Whew. Got it in 1 shot, so got a clean little watermelon juice off of here. And myself too. Puree. All right, I've still got 4 rounds left in here. I put up another one of the Dirty Bird targets up there, and I'm going to do 4 maybe kind of rapid fire double action shots and see what I can do with it. Whew. Let's go. Well, I got one in the target. Maybe I put all 4 of them in the same hole. Highly doubtful. Okay, by the looks of the freshly broken wood here, I've got one. There may be 2 there. We'll see it. You guys already seen it in the close-up there, but some fresh wood down there, so it looks like I'm shooting pretty low. We're going to take this thing up to the rifle range. I've got another watermelon. We're going to put it in there and see if I can't hit a watermelon at 50 yards. Let's go for it. All right, I've got my 5 rounds loaded up in there, and I am going to take this shot from here at a 50 yard. I did adjust the sight just a little bit to bring my point of impact up, and I've got a cantaloupe sitting on top of a watermelon out there. I'm going to aim for the watermelon. I'm going to aim for the cantaloupe first. Let's give it a try. This might be painful. Again, single action and in a rest. Looks like I might have hit just to the right of the cantaloupe a little bit. Let's try it again. Yep, there's fruit salad down there. So it is possible to take a deer at 50 yards, and I think the adjustment I did on the sights did pretty good. I'm going to try for that 100-yard steel target up there. This is a loud gun too. Did not hit it. There's 3. I got 2 more rounds left. And 1 more. I think I'm hitting really low. Nope, I was actually hitting pretty high. Anyways, they tend to swell up a little bit when you're shooting too. All right, I did manage to get those last 2 rounds out of there. I did have to persuade them a little bit. They did get stuck in there pretty good, but this is well, one sexy looking gun, that's for sure. And it's one big gun. I can't imagine if it had a little bit bigger barrel on it, but it would probably make the recoil a little more manageable. And I don't know what it would be like without the porting on there. I just know that in some of my other guns, it does make a difference. And I'm sure it does on this too. I did not want to try this one one-handed. Maybe, you know, after getting a little more familiar with it and stuff, maybe, but I would suggest use 2 hands with this thing. Perfectly capable of taking a deer at 50 yards. I took a watermelon and a cantaloupe. Of course, I don't know which one I hit directly, but they're both destroyed. So it will do the trick. It'll take down a deer, it'll take down a bear, it'll probably take down a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Not yours, Santee. You know, them rogue ones out there anyways. Anyways, that is one big gun, and it functions well. It really, I don't know what else to say about it. It's really cool. Not a lot of pain in your hand because the cushioning on this back strap right here is really nice. It's really soft and firm at the same time, I guess, but it really eats up the recoil in your hand. Hopefully the porting keeps the barrel down. I couldn't tell you if it does or not because I have not fired one without it. But yeah, it's really a nice gun. The Taurus Raging Hunter. Thanks for taking a look at it. If you could, reach up here and hit this button to check out some of my other videos, and hit this button down here to subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for watching Small Caliber Arms Review.